Good morning, long time no see. Today I'll be felting a little gray mouse with a Santa hat. It's been a while since my last tutorial. I was plagued with a ganglion cyst on my wrist, which was making it hard to felt, and I recently had it removed. So now I'm ready to start with some tutorials again. Just have to find some creative ideas, so if you guys have any suggestions on things that could be okay to felt for beginners, just let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Before I begin, if you like my content, please like and subscribe. You can also find me on Facebook at The Hobby Bird. I'll post a link to that in the description. So we are going to start with some gray wool. As you know, I'm more of an organic felter, so I don't measure or weigh. I just kind of go by feel. So we're gonna go with about this much wool to begin, and we're going to start with that folding in and out. We're going to be making the head right now, so I'm just going to be rolling in and folding it in. That's just my bird, just ignore it. And then I'm going to start with a 36 triangle needle. I buy all my needles from Heidi Feathers. She doesn't sponsor me. I don't have any, I just like her needles. And she has them color coded, so the 36 is green. I'll also be using a 38 most of the time, which is red, and then the 40, which is blue. That's more of a finishing needle, it's finer. Just fold it over so you get a seamless finish. I'm going for a round shape, roundish. I get some comments every once in a while that you guys don't like the music or something like that. You know, I just do it because I do a lot of speeding up, and the sound of felting can be a little annoying sometimes. If you don't like the music, put it on mute. It's just to make it seem that it goes a little faster, because a lot of felting is really monotonous. You use a lot of time just stick in, and who wants to see that without, I just think it would be a little boring. So that's my personal preference. So if you don't like the music, mute. See, it's all come together now, so I'm gonna switch over to my 38. This is probably my favorite needle, the one I use the most. Okay, I see I did a whole section there with in a time lapse, which I wasn't supposed to, so I'm going to show you. I started building up on the face here so that we could get like a snout area or something, that a mouse has a snout, but I did not film it, so I'm gonna pull it off and start over again so that you guys can see. That's what I was saying is that it's better to start with a little and then add on than to start with a big chunk, but felting is very forgiving. You can just pull everything off and start over again as long as you haven't felted it too aggressively. And even sometimes then you manage to. So I'll show you all over again. I took a little piece of gray and I was building down here on the bottom of the face. So I'm gonna just fold it a little and then add it on. Oh, my bird doesn't like the train coming by here. He's trying to talk to him. Okay. So we're just going to felt it down into place. Hello. Sorry, guys. There. Fold it down on the other side. Okay, see? Starting to build up. I think I'm gonna want that a little more pronounced. So I'm just gonna add a little piece over. It'll also make it look more seamless underneath. That if you just take a little piece and then just, when you put it on, you just overlap and then just continue. Just felt it down. There, okay, so there's the face. And now we're gonna start with the ears. Now for the ears, these are gonna be big, fairly big. They're also going to be like droopy, so we're gonna hang them off the back of the head. Again, just pull off some wool. Make sure that they're about the same amount. So I think that would be enough. And then we'll try and take about the same amount. And then we just kind of feel, look at it. I think we need a little bit more on this side. And that should be right. We have enough for 2 ears. Going over to the 36 again. Just use your pad. Get them into the shape you want. I leave a little fuzzy on the bottom so it's easier to attach later. Just get them into that circular shape that you want. Pull them up and just check that they're about the same. See, about the same size, about the same thickness, and they feel pretty much close. So now I'm going over to my trusty little 38 here. And I know a lot of you don't like this. I like to felt between my fingers. I've been felting for years. I rarely stab myself. I shouldn't say that because then I'll probably stab myself, but for a beginner, you might want to just continue using the pad. I just find that I have more control this way. That if this freaks you out or if you're, then don't do it. Just keep it on the pad and felt down on the pad, okay? Okay, now we have 2 ears. So now we're going to take the face and we're going to attach these ears. And as I said, they're going to be droopy ears hanging a little off the back because we're going to have a hat on the head. So this one approximately here, and just felt it down into place. Okay, so 1 ear on. I'll do the other side. Try and get it as symmetrical as possible. Look at it from both sides so you see it from the front and the back. See that, and like that. And then just felt it down. Okay, see? So there he has his little ears. And now we can continue with the body. So again, we're back to the gray color once again. We don't need his body to be too bulky. He's a little mouse. I'd say take about the same amount we used for the head, but we're just going to roll it differently. So we're going to take it and fold the bottom twice We're gonna turn it and then we're gonna roll it. Like so, kind of in a triangular pear shape. Bulkier at the bottom, thinner at the top. Just keep rolling it so you seal the edges. So it kind of holds in the shape you want. And then we're gonna felt in here in the center, and then we're gonna pull over these so that we get a nice, let's fold them over and then start felting. We want a nice seamless shape. Set, and now we just have to felt upwards here. Okay, so this looks about right. It'll sit like this. Wait, sorry, there. So now we're gonna start with the arms and the legs. Yep, so we'll put that aside. Arms. Again, 2 equal sized pieces. Looks about right. So for the arms, we're going to roll, but again, we're going to fold on one side because I want it to be a little bulkier where the hands are. So I'm going to fold on the one side, and then I'm going to roll down like that. And just felt it into place. Okay, put it aside. I'm going to do the same with number 2. Make sure that it's about the same size. So again, fold on the one end and then roll. Okay, so we have 2, and now we're just going to shape them. Okay, and again, you see I've left the ends a little fluffy to make it easier to attach to the, okay? So we can actually just do that straight away. So if we take one arm here and just fold it over, see? And then just felt it into place. And then we do the same on the other side. We take the other arm and we just lay it over like that. See? And then felt that one into place. So now we have a body with 2 arms, and then the head will go like so on top. Okay? Why don't we just attach that head already now, just get it done with. I'm gonna use the 36 to And just like anytime you attach anything, do the tug test. Pull and see that it's secure. There we go. So he's just missing some legs and a face, and he's starting to look pretty cute. Now for the legs, again, to go by eye, make sure they're about the same. They look about right. And then we're gonna roll it. How do I want to do this? I think we're gonna have to bulk up on the thighs anyway, so we're just gonna roll once and then roll it. Or maybe not. We'll see. I want this to be quite tapered. And we're doing the opposite to the hands, that it will be attached from this point, the thicker point, and then move down towards the foot. Okay, I'm gonna just leave that while I do the other one to make sure that it's enough here. Fold once. They look pretty okay. So we're gonna taper it down and then curl the foot up. Don't felt this because this is where we're going to attach. So just use your mat and just felt and roll. I'm kind of just forming a little foot here. Okay. Okay, so we got one little foot. Do the same with the other one. When doing this, always just keep measuring and checking to make sure that there's symmetry and that they're close to being the same size. I mean, if it's not perfect, it's not a big deal. You can add a little wool too, but if you just keep checking and stuff like that, you can see if you need to add. It's easier to add wool at this stage than it is whenever it's totally hard felted. Okay, they look pretty good. So we're just going to attach them now. Spread out those loose fibers, like so. Okay. Number 2. So now every mouse needs a tail, so we're going to make a tail. And that's fairly simple. We take a piece of wool, it doesn't have to be very big, and we're just going to roll it quite thinly. Just keep rolling, stretching as you go, and then So one tail, and we're just going to attach that at the back here. If you felt it not into the animal, but if you just kind of felt it more on the inner side, then it should hold a curl, like so. So now we're done with the body and the head. So now we're going to do the face, and then we're going to finish with the hat. So the first thing this guy needs, I'm going to use this apricot color for the nose. I think that's nice. I think we're going to go with a kind of broad nose. You roll a piece and then just place it on, and then you can start tucking in the edges to get that shape you want. And now for the mouth, take a little piece of wool and then stretch it and twist it between your fingers so you get like a string. See it? Okay. And I'm going to tack it down in the center here. And then I'm just going to shape a little. See? Little mouth. And now eyes. And I want wide set eyes, so I think we're gonna do one there and one maybe go there and there. Take some black and roll it between your fingers. Here also, if it's too little, you can just add more later. Okay. Like that. Now we're going to do the Santa hat. I'm going to take some red. It's going to be fairly freestyle. What I want to do is pull off enough so you can stretch it, but also so that I can fold up to make an edge like that. Okay, and I'm gonna wrap and tack basically. Okay, so we're gonna do this and then we're gonna start tacking it into place. I think maybe I use the 36 for this just to make sure that it sits. Okay, and we're gonna take it down a little over the ears. Okay, across the back of the head. continue on the other side. That looks like a funky hairdo right now. So what you have should look like this basically, okay? I know it's a little hard to see, but it's tacked over the ears a little bit and then across the crown of the head. And now we're gonna start, I'm gonna go over to the 38 again, and we're gonna just start shaping this stuff here. Okay? There's a little excess here, so I'm just gonna pull it off. And we can add more to fill it in later. I'm gonna kind of be going for like a cone kind of shape. So like a party hat to begin with. And then we'll bend it and fill it out. So just use your board. I'm gonna start filling in here. For the Santa hat, I want it to be kind of folded over like this, and it'll have like a white ball on the end. So when it's still loose, find the fold how you want it to lay. I'm going like that, and then just start felting it into that shape. Same on the back. You can choose yourself how much volume you want, if you want it quite high or if you want it laying quite flat. Like I said, this is very free form, so you can play around with it and find out what shape you like. This will be the point of the hat here, so I'm just trying to felt it into a little peak. If you don't want to do a Santa hat, you could always, I mean, if you knit, you can knit a little beanie, winter hat, or you can just felt one on. So it doesn't have to be a Santa hat. You don't need a hat at all, actually, if you choose not to, but this is going to be a Christmas ornament, so. A flower on his head might look cute too. Do you see how I'm creating a little definition by felting in a ridge here? So that it looks like how the fabric is laying. Just looks like the hat is flopping. See? Looks pretty good. Okay, so almost like a Smurf hat. So now we're gonna go over to the white. So we're gonna create that white fur band that goes along Santa's hat. Take a piece of white, just stretch it out, and then you can fold it down onto the like so, and then just felt it into place. this, you can continue around the edge of the ears and down towards the back. Don't worry if it's hanging a little low. We're going to clean that up in a minute. And then once it's on, just push, make a nice clean line by just felting it downwards here. Okay, and we're going to do the same upwards. Okay, so our hat's on. Now he just needs that little ball up here. Take some white, fold it in your fingers. Roll it. And felt it. Watch your fingers. It's a little uneven, but it doesn't make any kind of difference really. And then we're going to put that right here on that tip. Just felt it in. Tug test. Okay, hat's on. So now we're just going to give him some. I found that the arms are a little short, so I'm just going to try and stretch them a little. That's better. Okay. So I said forgiving craft, so forgiving. So now we're going to put a little scarf on him and we're going to give him some rosy cheeks and he's all done. I'm just going to sew a little stitch in there just to make sure that it lays flat. Here's a little trick. If you're going to sew a stitch, let the thread be long enough so that you can just tuck it in with the... Hold on. That. That's enough with one. Trim. Okay, so there. So we're gonna put a little blusher on it. I just use powder blush. I'm also going to take a little of this blusher and just put it in the ears. Ears. And now we just have to put the string in and he'll be ready to hang in the Christmas tree. Hope you liked my tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.